We're going to get things started with Julio Jones. The trade rumors, unsurprisingly, are everywhere. And there's a new team, at least hopefully speculatively connected to Julio Jones, namely the Cleveland Browns. Sports Illustrated, part of their Browns subsite, pitched Cleveland as a potential destination. Now, as we'll get into more in depth here, the Browns would likely have to make something happen, be it a trade, a restructure, something, or pay cut with Jarvis Landry's contract to make this all work, but maybe Julio could be a fit for Cleveland. Now, in a previous Athletic report, there were a couple different teams who had been linked to Julio Jones that they thought made more sense financially. The Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco, which the financials are a bit dicey there, at least for me. The New England Patriots, the Indianapolis Colts, the LA Chargers, and I'll also make note, the Tennessee Titans, with Julio Jones' new workout buddy, Derrick Henry, also included as another kind of subsection of that report there. So with the Browns, we'll focus on them for today's video here. Should the Browns make a trade for Julio Jones? Get your votes in for me. Type in 1 for yes, they should, or you can type in 2 for no, they should not. Now, with where the Browns currently sit at wide receiver, they're in pretty decent shape. You've got Odell Beckham Jr., who in theory should be back and healthy from his own injury problems this past year. There's the Jarvis Landry contract, which a bit hefty, but he's been a great locker room leader guy for Cleveland, although, let's be honest, he's not as good as Julio Jones if we're being real here. They also have Rashad Higgins, who I like, third-round pick Anthony Schwartz, Donovan Peoples-Jones, a promising youngster, so a pretty decent group of 5 for the Cleveland Browns when it comes to their wide receiver room. Again, that Jarvis Landry contract is a bit expensive. If you could find a partner for Julio Jones or cut him if you needed to, but probably a trade partner makes more sense there, you could definitely find a way to bring Julio Jones into the Browns organization, pair him with Odell Beckham, and I'll tell you what, that is a tantalizing 1-2 punch, if, of course, they are healthy. But I'm starting to suspect that the NFL as a whole, as a unit, is a bit worried about Julio Jones. Now, the production last year in 9 games was good. 51 grabs, 771 yards, 3 scores, but it was only 9 games. At his age, with a history of injury problems at least somewhat out there, I do begin to wonder, is the NFL as high on Julio Jones as I think you, everyone watching, and I am? Like, I'd give him a first-round pick easily. The report from The Athletic was first-round pick was unlikely. That makes things interesting there. So make your predictions for me right now in the comments section. Who do you believe will end up trading for Julio Jones? In fact, I am going to make this question right here. Who will trade for Julio Jones? The pinned comment on today's video. So if you get the ad break here on YouTube, I want you guys to scroll on down and get your votes in right now.